We are following breaking news. Aaron Rodgers tests positive for COVID-19, meaning the reigning NFL MVP will not play this weekend for the Packers. An opening day to remember at American Family Field. Fans back in the stands finally, and they got to watch the Brewers win in walk-off fashion.
I feel like we're all taking a deep breath, right? The anticipation for tonight is just going to be crazy. Building throughout the day and building really since Saturday when the Bucks took a 3-2 lead and got themselves on the doorstep.
This season, though, Lily, as we are looking forward to 2021, very different. A lot of expectations for this team. Oh, that's a win. That is a sign of good things to come for the Bucks tonight. What am I in for?
You're in for the ride of your life, right? But you're with the legend, Mario Andretti. Come on.
Can't top this. How important do you think it is for the biggest stars in the game to take a stand like that, and how much of an impact can they have? Steph the Valpo grad's not going to appreciate this nugget. UWM has as many wins in the last 2 days as they had in the last 5 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Sorry about that. But hey, great for the Panthers as they continue to play the role of Cinderella in the Horizon Tournament. And speaking of fairy tales, love in the air at the Bradley Center. It would be the first major since 1994 not featuring either Phil Mickelson or Tiger Woods. Reporting from Erin Hills, Carl Deffenbaugh, Fox 6 News.
Is that a ton of Godzillas?
In the City of Angels,
Where's all your Godzillas?
Nigel Ayala is in his version of heaven.
Wait, come here. Yeah, that's the Godzilla coming out of lava.
A place where one being
Look at Godzilla. He's like ginormous.
rules supreme.
I think I have to shoot Godzilla already. Hey, Josh.
We first met the 10-year-old in August when Fox 6 took you beyond the game with the Milwaukee Brewers.
You know, he looks at us and gives us a smile. You know, we smile back, and it just warms your heart.
By giving tiny figurines to his new friends, Nigel endowed each of the players with Godzilla power.
This guy has special healing powers, so he gave it to me so I can get my shoulder better.
Something that helped fuel their first trip to the postseason in 7 years.
If there's anyone who's going to give any team a winning chance, it's the King of the Monsters.
Look at how big that guy is. Bigger than King Kong.
That story got back to the Burbank offices of Legendary Entertainment, the production company behind 2014's Godzilla remake and 2019's King of the Monsters.
Seeing the love that someone as young as Nigel has for the character kind of helps us all get back to that childhood place where our love of the character was born.
With the Brewers headed to Hollywood for the NLCS, the stars aligned. Legendary flew the family out to LA, saving room in their carry-on for Godzilla power.
That's the only way they all fit.
Like the mythical creature for which it's named, no one can fully comprehend Godzilla power. But here's another example of how it works. When Orlando Arcia hit his huge home run in Game 3, take a guess as to where Nigel was sitting at that moment.
You can't script it better. You cannot write a story better than that.
Let's go find Godzillas.
The next day, Nigel got a private tour of Legendary, where head of creative strategy Barnaby Legg
Your collection's better than my collection. Look at that.
had his credentials as a Godzilla expert put to the test.
He stumped me with a few questions today. That kid knows his Godzilla.
This spike's like...
King of the Monsters director Michael Dougherty even gave Nigel a closed-door screening of a few scenes from the new movie, which doesn't hit theaters till May.
You're a monster.
And to cap it all off, tickets to Game 4 at Dodger Stadium to watch his beloved Brewers chase history.
If the other team up, he has to face this way, like behind. If Brewers are up, he faced them.
Push hard. Push, push.
The entire experience as incredible as a blast of atomic breath. But in Nigel's case, Godzilla's true power is even more amazing.
Yeah.
He would not leave the house. I could barely get him to even go play in the backyard.
Nigel is autistic.
You're most welcome, buddy. Can I get a high five?
Over the course of the season, as the Brewers emerged as World Series contenders,
So how do we reactivate?
Valerie Lambrecht watched her grandson come out of his shell.
The only thing you could get him to talk about would have been his Godzillas. And now, I mean, you can get him to talk about anything.
Where's the other Godzillas?
Having accounted for so much already in 2018,
Oh, wow, no way.
there's one thing left for Godzilla power to accomplish.
Wait, let me see those. Can I see those?
He's been saying since July, they're going to the World Series, they're winning the World Series. Godzilla's working, I guess.
When you're 10 years old and on top of the world,
It is. You're going as the legendary Godzilla. Good choice.
the math is simple.
There's 2 more to go. And then... then World Series. Easy.
In a town where dreams come true, it would be the perfect ending. Carl Deffenbaugh, Fox 6 News.
Falling to the Nationals last night.
Happens just like that in a wild finish to the NL wildcard game. The Brewers got off to a great start. Yasmani Grandal launching the first pitch he saw over the right field fence for a quick 2-0 lead in the first, and they would get a third run the next inning with a solo shot from Eric Thames as they jump on Max Scherzer early in this one. So the Brewers were up 3-1 in the eighth. Bases loaded though when Josh Hader gives up a hit to Juan Soto, all of 20 years old. That error by Trent Grisham in right field just makes it even worse. The base is clear. Nationals up 4-3, and that would be the final. The Brewers unable to tie it in the ninth, so a dramatic finish and a heartbreaking, heart-in-a-blender loss for the Brewers in D.C. It was billed as a marquee early season matchup, potential playoff teams in the NFC meeting in prime time, and the Packers wake up this morning as just one of 8 undefeated teams left in the NFL. The Packers were down 17-13 to the Saints at halftime, but look at this. Aaron Rodgers starting the third quarter with a bomb to Allen Lazard. 72 yards all the way down to the 3-yard line, and Aaron Jones would go in for the short touchdown after that. The Packers take the lead. In the fourth quarter, former Packer Taysom Hill in at quarterback for the Saints, replacing Drew Brees for a play or two, but he fumbles. Zadarius Smith punches the ball free, recovers it, and even gets some yards on the return for the game's first turnover. And later in the fourth quarter, after that turnover led to a field goal, Rodgers with the clincher, making it look easy to Robert Tonyan for the last touchdown of the game. The Packers win 37-30, and Tim Van Voren has more on what the Green and Gold have to say about a 3-0 start to 2020.